Okay, in this video we're going to look at simplifying improper fractions. So these are basically the same as simplifying fractions, but an improper fraction just means that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So you can see here the number 45 is bigger than the number 18. Now I'm not going to do every single question on this sheet because hopefully by now you know how to simplify fractions, and there's also answers here. So you can check, yeah, on the second, check the answers yourself at the end. Now, if you get the hang of it, have a go at doing them all on your own, and then you can just scroll to the end of the video to get the answers, or you can just find them on your worksheet on the website as well. Okay, so first of all, there are two ways you can do this. You can simplify it first by finding the highest common factor, or you can find how many holes you have and then simplify. Now I think it just depends on the number. Okay, so if I'm working with a number that might be easier to simplify, I would simplify it first and then find out how many holes I have. But either way is fine. So I'm going to show you first of all perhaps simplifying and then turning it into a mixed number fraction, because I think that might be the easiest way to go about it. All right, so let's do our working over here. So I have 45. Is that hard to see? I'm worried that might be too hard to see. I just did a whole worksheet, whole video, and I never really noticed. Maybe I was working with a different color. Let's do white, it might be easier to see. Okay, so 45, come on, 45 over 18. The highest common factor going into 45 and 18 is 9. So I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 9. 45 divided by 9 is 5, and then 18 divided by 9 is 2. So what I've effectively done is change 45 over 18 to 5, over 2. Do you know what that's called? It's called a vinculum. Learn something new every day. Okay, so now I am dealing with simplifying from an improper fraction to a mixed number fraction, 5 over 2, which might be a little bit easier than doing 45 over 18. Now I ask myself, how many 2's go into 5? Okay, so I have, and when you think about it, it's kind of like doing long division, because we read this fraction as 5 over 2, or 5 divided by 2. So I have two whole 2's, okay, and what's my remainder? So 2, and if you're a bit unsure, you can multiply these together. 2 and 2 make 4. So if I have one remainder, okay, because I wanted to get 5. So I have one remainder, so 2.5. When you think about it, 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, or 2.5. Okay, I'm going to write that answer over here. What have we got? 2.5. Okay, let's change it back to white. It's kind of like a blackboard. So you kids have probably only ever been taught on a whiteboard. All right, 21 over 6. Now the highest common factor is 3. So you can, if you want, simplify it later, but I think it is easier to simplify now. So 21 divided by 3 is 7, and then 6 divided by 3 is 2. So my improper fraction simplified is 7 over 2. Now how many 2's go into 7? There is 3 with 1 remaining, so it's 1 over 2 remaining. So 21 over 6 becomes 3.5. Okay, so that's going to clear now because I'm going to clear my whole board, and it's easier just to clear everything. Okay, now we're going to do 42 over 24. Now, what number goes into both 42 and 24? Number 6 does. I think that might be the highest. So I have 7 over 4. Okay, so we need to simplify 7 over 4. How many 4s go into 7? There's 1. And what's remaining? 3. So 1 3/4. Okay, so you can put 1 3/4 here. And then 28 over 12. Highest common factor. 4? No. Yes, 4. 4 goes into 28. 7 over 3. So we're dealing with 7 over 3 now. How many times does 3 go into 7? It's 2 times. And what do we have remaining? 1. So it's 1 over 3. We'll go here. All right, can we fit one more down here? All right, 32 and 24. Whoops. Okay, so what is that? 8. 8 goes into 32 4 times. Is that the highest? Let's just see. And 8, yes. So 4 over 3. And that is 1. 3 goes into 4 once. And we have 1 remainder. So 1 1/3. Okay, let's clear that. You can stop at any time and keep going on your own. Okay, so this time we're doing 50 over 30 is our next one. Now remember, I love these ones because what do? You should know, cross out the zeros. So we're left with 5 over 3. How many times does 3 go into 5? Once, and 2 remainders. All right, our next one is 18 over 6. Okay, so how many times, well, you can simplify this one if you like, but you can also say how many times does 6 go into 18? 3 times. So your answer is just 3. But you can, if you like, find the highest common factor, which is 6. Okay, and then you'd get 3 over 1, which is still 3. Okay, 25 over 10. Highest common factor is 5. So we have 5 over 2. And then 2 goes into 5 twice. So it's 2 1/2. 8 over 8. Number 8. And when you have the numerator and the denominator the same, your answer is just 1. 36 and 12. Okay, so 12 goes into 36 3 times, so I don't really need to find the highest common factor. But if you did do that, you'd basically be doing the same thing. You'd just be ending up with 3 over 1. All right, have a go at doing the rest of the worksheet. Come and see me if you need some help because I haven't done every single question. But remember that your answers are here. And sometimes it's easier to look at your answer and think, oh, okay, and use that to help you. Okay, so there are, I'm just looking at the answers here, some tricky ones. So if there's any that you're unsure of, just maybe put a circle around it or a little something to remind you, and then you can always come back to it. So you can move on and then come back to ones that you're unsure of. Okay, good luck.